being an authority in a particular topic. So how do we find that topic? How do we know what we need to write about?
What I tell people is this: we all have been through experiences. We all have been to school, to college, to university. We're either married, single, you're Christian, whatever area of life you can write about. But it must be something that you're passionate about and something that you know that when they call you to speak about it, you can speak about it. That's why you have to be an authority on that particular topic. Because if they call you on stage to speak about it and you can't express nothing within that topic, then you're not an authority on that topic. So there's no point writing about it. So the best ways to find, what subject to write is look at what you're good at. What are the gaps in the market that you can fill with your skills, your knowledge, your talents, your understanding.
Hello.
Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful episode of the Diaspora Entrepreneurs Podcast. Today, we have an authorpreneur, a coach, an author, a speaker. See, he helps you to become an entrepreneurial author with what you already know. See, which gives you more credibility. Today we have Tunji Olujimi in the house. Hello, Tunji. What's up?
Hello there. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm very, very good. I'm very, very good. Yes.
Awesome.
How's it going? How are you coping these days?
Yes, we're just, the lockdown, but we're doing well. Spending time with family, which is most important. And just trying to build, learning, doing lots of learning during this time, and also trying to give back as well by helping clients as well.
That's great. So can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Tunji Olujimi. I'm married, a beautiful wife. Her name's Elizabeth Olujimi. I have a beautiful daughter, Janaya Olujimi. And I'm an AuthorPreneur coach, which is basically a book coach. I coach aspiring authors who are coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, business owners, speakers, trainers, ministers of the gospel to share their story. So I help them to get their book written, published, and turn it into a side business within at least 90 days. So that's what I do. And also I'm in ministry, so I'm a pastor, worship leader as well. I put on events to help people with understanding what worship is and the glory of God. And with the business as well, we have one-day boot camps that we do to help people get their book written. We have live events, and we're actually having a challenge coming up, a free 5-day challenge to help people during this time to share their message, but also to use it to turn it into a business, because we know with what's going on now, people have lost their jobs, thinking what they're going to do. And this is the best time to share your message and start a side hustle. So I've put on a free 5-day challenge, which starts on Monday the 18th, with 11 world-class speakers in the area of publishing and book writing from all over the world, from Nigeria, from UK, from America, from Canada, from India, from Italy, that will be joining me to help people to get their book written, published, launched into a business. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm an author of 5 books as well. So that's why I can teach somebody how to write a book. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's good. See, before we go more into the book writing aspect, you mentioned that you're a minister, and given the times that we are now, and I did an interview last, which was my last interview, episode 41. So my guest, the reason why we had to come in and why she had to come in and speak is because as entrepreneurs and what we are going right now, the spiritual angle from a Christian perspective, how would you suggest that people go about what's going on right now before we go into the actual conversation?
I feel the best thing you can do in this season is to reconnect with God. If you've lost that relationship, if you've lost that spark, now is the best time. Since we're all at home, we have more time on our hands. Is the time to reconnect, get back into prayer, get back into studying the word, get back into worship, and also, fellowship online. There are lots of what we do in our church. We're doing prayers every single day, Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., to get people back into that presence of God. So fellowship with people online, find out what people are doing and try attend the webinars or Zoom calls or whatever it is, so that you can, rekindle that fire that you have, because we've all been busy, but now we're on lockdown, so we're able to, calm down and think better and relate better with God. So this is the season whereby we can pray more and study more and also just find God more.
That's great. That's very succinct, because in this time we need all the help that we can get from many angles. So I seriously subscribe to that, connecting, because there's so many advice out there, but the most sustaining one will be the one that you have with God, you have within yourself and God. That self-confidence, that self-reassuring aspect of your life. So let's go into our main conversation proper. Say,
okay.
How does being an author gives you authority?
Well, the word authority has author in it. So for you to be an authority, you can be an author. If you look at most of the successful people that we look up to, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Russell Brunson, Richard Branson, all these guys, Alan Sugar, everyone, they all have a book. Even in the Christian scene, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Bill Winton, all these guys have a book. And most of them did not get to where they are or become as famous as they did without a book. One book can change your life. One book can make you an authority. That's what happened to me. One book got me into Christian TV, Christian radio, magazine, speaking engagements. So a book, because you've written a topic, you've written a subject on a particular topic, people automatically assume that you know that topic. That's why you wrote about it. So that's why you're an authority on that topic. If people think of the area of worship, they know Pastor Tunji is an authority in that area. He's written a book or 2 or 3 books on that topic. So he knows what he's talking about when he speaks about that book. So this is my book. That's my first book, Glory Realm Worshipper. So because I wrote that book, people know that I can teach on worship, and then I can teach on the glory, because this is my second book, Glory Realm Living. So when you've written books, it just automatically makes you an authority. It automatically does. If you go to any big conference out there, most of the keynote speakers are authors. And most of these big events like Success Resource, most of them will not get you to speak unless you have a book, because they don't see you as an authority if you don't have a book.
Wow. Yeah. So you made mention of being an authority in a particular topic. So how do we find that topic? How do we know what we need to write about?
What I tell people is this: we all have been through experiences. We all have been to school, to college, to university. We're either married, single, you're a Christian, whatever area of life you can write about. But it must be something that you're passionate about, and something that you know that when they call you to speak about it, you can speak about it. That's why you have to be an authority on that particular topic, because if they call you on stage to speak about it and you can't express nothing within that topic, then you're not an authority on that topic. So there's no point writing about it. So the best ways to find, what subject to write is look at what you're good at. What are the gaps in the market that you can fill with your skills, your knowledge, your talents, your understanding. So you need to find exactly what you are good at and write about that topic.
I was thinking it was going to be like the other way around. Who the book is for before you start thinking about what to write. I didn't know it was like, I've not written a book. I'm hoping to write a book very soon, someday. But it's just, the mindset of it is too difficult. It is too difficult, and it is very challenging. And now you're coming with this, with your proposal or your proposition that it can be done in 90 days.
Yes.
How possible is that?
It's very possible. What I tell people is if you don't plan, you won't do it. So the first thing is planning that book. Once you plan the book by knowing 5 W's, which is why are you writing the book in the first place? What is this book about? Who is this book for? When is this book coming out? And where is this book going? Once you answer those questions, you're able to write your book in 90 days because you know exactly why you want to write it. So the passion to write it is there. You know exactly the topic that you're going to write about. So you go and do the research if you have to do research, or if you know the topic yourself, you sit down and put things together. You know who exactly you're writing for. And then okay, my book is coming out in 90 days. I give myself from now to whenever the 90-day ends to get that book done and dusted. Where is the book going? You're going to plan to see, where do I want this book to go? Do I want it to be a bestseller? Do I want it to be used in speaking engagements? Do I want to turn it into a video? Do I want to turn it into an online course? So all those questions will help you answer that it can be done in 90 days. You just need to plan your book. So that's the first step within my 6-step system called the AuthorPreneur Blueprint. The first step is planning. You first need to plan the book. So that's why we're doing this 5-day challenge to challenge people that you can do this. Of course, your book is not going to be written in 5 days, but we're challenging you to start the book in 5 days and start the business with the book in 5 days. So it's about first planning your idea. What idea do you have? Sit down and plan it.
Well, you mentioned, so I was thinking that just writing a book is just to like give out, just to sell it. But now you're saying there are different purposes of writing a book. You can use it for different I'm just selling it out.
Yes, so that's the last step of the 6. That's the last step, but in a nutshell, a book can be used to build a business. So you need to see, how else can I use this book? Do I just want to publish it and put it on Amazon? Or do I want to turn this book into a marketing machine? So that's what you need to ask yourself. Where do you want the book to go? Just on Amazon? Or do you want to put it on Amazon, but also turn it into a marketing machine so that, one, you can create impact, the 3 I's. You can create influence, and then you can create income. So impact first with the book, influence people, buy the book, and then you get income from the book.
Oh, on just one book.
On just one book. Have you heard of, you should have heard of, different books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah. Nobody knew Robert Kiyosaki until he wrote that book. And now he has a brand from the book. Chicken Soup for the Soul, Jack Canfield. Nobody knew him until he wrote and published that book. Now he has a brand for Jack Canfield and Chicken Soup for the Soul. So what can you do with your book? Think and Grow Rich, another book that we all like. 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. All these books have been used to build a brand, to build a business. So how can you turn your book into a marketing machine? Not just thinking about putting it on Amazon.
Oh, because default setting for me, part of me, I might be ignorant to the book publishing world and how it's the ecosystem. I might be ignorant, but I was just thinking, you get the book, put it on Amazon, WH Smith, or what's it called? WH Smith, one of those book platforms that you just sell it out. I didn't know that there were so many things that are behind writing a book and how you can actually take it. And I totally, what you're saying actually makes so much sense. Because thinking about Chicken Soup for the Soul, thinking about these are everyday books that we have around ourselves. And when we see the authors, we're like, yeah. And what you're saying now is that you can actually challenge people to start putting structures together to write a book in 5 days. They'll get a structure and they can actually complete it in 90 days.
Yeah, they can complete it and publish it in 90 days.
Okay.
You mentioned mine do it in 60 days.
How is your coaching style for your client to be able, some of your clients to like do that in 60 days? Are you that high-powered, high-pressure kind of instructor?
No, it's just having a structure and having a plan. It's not about the way I coach or anything like that. It's about first planning your book. If you plan it, you will get it done. What I tell people, you just need 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day is enough to get your book done in 90 days. Even if you don't want to publish it in 90 days, 1 hour a day, you can write at least in 90 days, 1 hour a day, 30,000 words. But it depends on you. So you could either do 250 words a day. You can do 500 words a day. You can do 1,000 words a day. So it depends on you and how fast you want to do it. Or if you don't want to write, you can speak your book. Most of all these big guys out there, they speak their book. Most of them will speak their book in a weekend and then get it published because we speak faster than we type. So as long as you've done your planning, you just turn it into audio and then get it transcribed and then go through the publishing process. So you can either write your book or speak your book. It depends on you, whichever suits you best.
I think speaking your book it brings out the flow, in you anyways.
Yeah, as long as you have a plan, not just you just pick up your phone and you start talking. No, there should be a plan in front of you. So you know chapter 1, chapter 2, you know what exactly is in each chapter before you start going.
Wow. That's very impactful. Yeah, you mentioned that you've got 6-step plans. You just mentioned plan.
So I've just spoken about I've spoken about many of them actually, but okay. So the first one is planning your book, where you use the 5 W's. Then the next step is to prepare the book. After you've planned it by knowing your why, your what, your who, your when, your where, you now prepare the book by now taking the topic of the book and chunking it down into steps. So you now do a brain dump on paper and you do a mind map. Mind mapping is the best way to get your book done fast. So you put your topic in the middle of the paper and you now get everything that's related to that topic on that paper. And then from all those topics that you have, you now get subtopics that relate to all of those topics and another subtopics and content for those subtopics. So those are your chapters for your book. So once you've done the mind map, the next stage is now to group that mind map into chapters. So you look at your mind map, you go and find post-it notes. Post-it notes is the best way. You just put post-it notes on your wall. Chapter 1, this is what goes into chapter 1. Chapter 2, this is what goes in. Chapter 3, this is what goes in. And then you can see your book in front of you and you know exactly what you're going to write. From there, you can get your book title. You can get your subtitle together. You know, and from there is now the next stage is penning your book, where I spoke about you either speak your book or you type your book. So that's up to you. You can do 1,000 words a day, 500 words a day, 250 words a day, you know, or you speak it. And once you do all of that and your book is all done, you now start to promote the book. Okay, so the next stage of the P is promote. And this is where you get your cover design done. You do your book cover design and you start talking about your book. Even if you haven't done your cover design, just put a post on Facebook or your social media. Hey guys, I'm the author of the upcoming book, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you look out for it. The publishing date is the 3rd of July or whatever date it is. And you just start promoting and talking about the book. Then you get your book cover done. And you know, you start showing the book cover, getting people's appetite ready for the book. Upwork.com, find people on there to help you promote it in different other sites. You start doing Facebook Lives, YouTube Lives, different things, different ways to speak about your book so people know that your book is coming out. Then after you start, which promotion don't stop, you're going to continue promotion. But the next stage is now publishing, where you now do the proper design, where you choose your final design book cover. You do your editing, your proofreading, your formatting, all those steps that needs to be done. Get it on Amazon, on Kindle, on ebook, you know, on all these retail sites that your book needs to go on. And after that's been done, you now launch the book. You launch the book. That's still in the publishing process. But launching the book means you now create a launch team of people that you're spoken to say, hey guys, I'm launching my book. I need help. Help me join my team and spread the word for my book. Okay? And not just spreading the word, but on the day that the book is coming out, all of you on my team, I need you to buy the book. Okay? I need you to buy the book for a certain price, whatever price you're going to put it at, and tell them to leave a review. And it's that review and the purchase of the book that helps you become a bestseller. If you have at least 30 to 40 to 50 people do it on that one day, so you can become a bestseller. Okay, so that's the first part of profiting from the book. So the next stage is now profit. So yes, you can sell on Amazon, but you can profit more by turning the book into paperback, you know. So this is paperback, hardback. So this is the hardback cover. So that's 2 formats already. Kindle is another format. Ebook, which is Kobo and Nuke, is another format. And audiobook. So those are 5 formats that you're going to profit from, that you can make money from. Okay, 5 formats. And then you now see, what else can I do with this book? How can I turn it into a business? So you now take the content from the book and turn it into an online course. Start doing a video recording of whatever content in the book. Create a coaching program. Create a consultancy from the work that's in the book. So you're not just leaving it on Amazon, but you're now building so that you can make more impact. That's the thing, impact. You need to impact people's lives with the information that's in the book. Then you influence them to do right, and then you make money because they pay you for your time and your effort of coaching them. So those are the 6 steps.
Wow, this needs to be actually. It is very interesting to just see how to just from planning to profiting. It's like, how long have you been doing this?
This year makes it 5 years part-time. Yep.
This should be rewarding. Seeing someone that you've coached to actually come up with their own book. How does how does it feel?
It feels great when you see one of your students or clients, you know, actually get their book done and publish it. Like, wow. So they followed my steps and they did the job, you know, and they are now benefiting. I've got clients that have been able to speak, to their prime ministers in their country just because they've written a book. Being able to be flown out to the country of their birth, even though they live in the UK, to go and speak in Parliament and all those kind of stuff just because they wrote a book. Clients are now building coaching companies, to coach other people with the knowledge that they have just because they wrote a book. So it's amazing to see, and even for myself, that people call me up like, you coming to do something like this, going to speak on other people's stages, so it's amazing. I've done like 3 or 4 podcast interviews already, during this lockdown. I've got another interview tomorrow. All of this is just because I have a book and I share my message, so just by doing this, doors can open. A book opens up doors.
Wow. So say I have like a roadblock or like a blockage on my head on writing a book or taking the first step. How would you how would you make me feel comfortable to like, you know what, you can actually start writing or yeah.
There's no blockage. If you plan the book, then there's no blockage. So the first step is knowing your 5 W's. Why are you writing in the first place? What is your book about? Who is it for? When is it coming out? Where is it going? Once you know all that, there's no blockage. I think writer's block is just unplanned effort. Once you plan, then you can get things done.
Because I want to write a book, but taking the first step is like, ooh.
Join the 5-day challenge next week.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Yes, yeah. Just tell us about it again, and let's see how we can join this.
So the 5-day challenge. I wish I could share my screen to show you the flyer. So I have 11 amazing. These are guests that are making, 6 figures, 7 figures in their businesses. Excuse me, teaching people how to actually write and publish their own book. So the idea came because I just thought, okay, COVID-19, we're at home, what are we doing? How can I be a blessing? How can I make impact? And how can I influence? And I thought, okay, I will speak to people that I know in the industry and ask them to come together for 5 days to just pour out and teach. And these are people that are going to teach their best stuff. And they're going to give away free offers as well. So no one's going to sell you anything on the 5 days. But they're going to give you their time. Most of them will probably give you 30 minutes of their time after the challenge to speak to you, to help you with your business or your book. So we just want to help. We just want to help people get started, people that are feeling stuck, people that feel they need to write a book, help them get started with how to write it, how to publish it, how to launch it, and how to turn it into a business. So they're going to be speaking. People are speaking on how to become an Amazon bestseller, a USA Today bestseller, a Wall Street bestseller, how to turn your book into a business, how to start a side hustle with a book, how to write your book fast, the best writing techniques to help you write 1,000 words a day. So it's going to be amazing. I'm going to talk on the mindset and the 5 W's, so it's going to be amazing. And these guys are expensive to get. If we're to be doing a live event, it will cost thousands to get them. But because of what's going on now, it's free. So come on board, come on board. I will share the link with you. You sign up your name, email address, the email will be sent to you. Join the Facebook group and introduce yourself by video. And then the challenge starts on Monday.
Okay, great. I think I'll be up for that challenge. And so guys, like I said on this show, so Tunji, before we go, how can they connect with you if someone is to like take these your 6 steps now to the next level and they want to like get in touch with you now?
Just contact me on social media, Tunji Olujimi, that's my name, Tunji Olujimi, that's my name, or the company name, Accelerated Authors Academy. you find us on social media and you can contact us that way. But the best thing now will be join the challenge. Join the challenge. I think that's the best way now to get in contact with me, and in order so you're not paying because it's free. You know, so come through the challenge. It's free. And then at the end of the challenge, yes, I'm going to offer to work with people that might want to, you know, be serious with actually finishing their book. You know, so yes, there's no selling during the challenge, but on the last day, I'm going to, you know, offer to help people that want to take things to the next level.
Okay, that's great. So guys, the show notes and the link to the challenge, to the 5 days book, write your book challenge, would be on the show notes. So check out the link there, which will be available as soon as this goes out. So guys, if you know anyone who is sitting on the fence of writing a book, this is a perfect opportunity for them to like get in the flow of things, get in the groove of get a structure of how to like start your book going. So the 5 days would not make you finish your book and publish your book, but it will get you started. So
who knows? It might, because when I did this for the first time in 2016, I did it to help people write a Kindle book, because Kindle books are very short. And about 3 people that were part of the group, I had about 90 people, but 3 or 4 people were able to write 5,000 to 10,000 words in 7 days and published it. You know, so it depends on you, how many words you want to write and how serious you are to get it done.
See, guys, so it's a challenge. It can be done on Kindle, on as an ebook. Yeah, it's an ebook, paperback. So the challenge is yours. So if you want to take full advantage of this, I suggest you click the link on the show notes. So, and you join the challenge, which starts on Monday. And we have so many experienced guests that are coming who have actually been successful in different platforms or different aspects of actually writing, publishing, and launching their book, even profiting from their own book. Yeah, making it to be their own business. So if that is what you want, and you know someone who can actually profit, who can actually like gain from what we are talking about right now, benefit from this, you can actually send the link to the person or just share the discussion. And if they're interested, let them click the link and get registered for this program.
It's free.
And it's free. So the only thing you can get is to gain. So jump on. If it's worth it, you will get a book out of it at the end of the day. So thank you, Mr. Tunji, for coming on this show today. I'm very grateful. Yeah. So thank you very much for being part of the show. We really appreciate you here. Listen, we all have ideas and visions of how we see our lives, our enterprise. But without strategic moves, it will remain a pipe dream. As an accountability coach and your success partner, I help and support my clients to build their dream business or their dream lifestyle and make it a reality. So talk to me today, no matter how crazy your business vision is or how crazy your ideas are, we can build structure to make it a reality. So send me an email or click the link below to talk about your ideas now. It is your dream. It came to you for a reason. So be responsible, because the world is waiting for you to act. Thank you. Until next time, this is Victor Osio. Be great.